Hello everybody, welcome. Today I'm going to be talking about hyperlapses. A hyperlapse is essentially a time lapse with movement. I've wondered how to do them for a long time. I thought that you had to have some kind of special motorized equipment, but recently I found out that you can do it with just a handheld camera or even a tripod. For hyperlapses, I would recommend a tripod because you can get more stable shots. I actually used a monopod for these shots so that I could get stable shots and quickly move around. So what you're going to want to do when you start a hyperlapse is you want to find something that you want to shoot, obviously. But the second thing you want to do is go into your in-camera settings and set up some kind of grid so that you can get a point of reference on your shot. For example, I put my center mark on one specific point and I revolved around that point. Once you set your point, take a picture. Take another step, set your point, take a picture. Take another step, set your point, take a picture. Take another step. It just takes a lot of patience, but I promise the outcome is worth it. So up until this day, I had never done a hyperlapse. Here's a look at my first hyperlapses ever. They are epic! So I'm pretty happy with the product. I think it could have gone a little bit better. There were some small bumps that I would have preferred not be there. But I mean, for next time, some tips that I'm gonna take with me and maybe for you, I would prefer controlled lighting. You see, the lighting was always changing on the building and it was hard to keep it consistent. Everything on your camera, make it manual. It's just, your surroundings are always going to be changing if it's over a long period of time. Another tip that I would suggest is have lots of background movement. For these shots, I chose ones where people were moving in front, but the subject of the frame was standing still. It creates an interesting contrast between the subject and its surroundings. That's one thing you have to keep in mind. If you are exporting at 25 frames per second, you need to shoot 200 photos to get 8 seconds of footage. It was about an hour for 2 seconds, or 4, 5 seconds. After all that is said and done, my last suggestion when you are editing the footage, put some sort of stabilizer on. It's inevitable that some of your footage is going to look a bit jittery when it's all together, so it's best to put that stabilizer to smooth the movement out and it looks like one fluid motion. So yeah, that was my experience shooting my first hyperlapse. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you, and yeah, let me know how your hyperlapses go. I'll see you guys around.